I'm here at Mobile World Congress 2024, and it has been a terrific show with a ton of amazing products. But we wanted to tell you about the very best ones we saw here, so let's dive right into it. The Samsung Galaxy Ring was the surprise attendee at this show. We didn't expect it to come out so soon, but it's looking like it's going to be a terrific device with terrific battery life. It's going to come in multiple sizes, 3 different colors, and is probably going to launch at some point this year. That's all we know so far. We don't know pricing, we don't know exact availability, but we're getting ready for this, and it's going to be a brand new entry into Samsung's portfolio. The Nothing Phone 2A was another surprise smartphone that we saw at Mobile World Congress 2024. Unfortunately, we didn't get to learn everything about it. We just saw it in a glass box and only could see the back of it. But we did confirm that there are glyph lights. It has the transparent look that all other Nothing phones have, and it's probably going to be about the same size as other Nothing phones. This phone comes out on March 5th, so we don't have much longer to wait before we learn everything there is to know about it. If you or someone you know has a speech impediment or is unable to communicate effectively over the phone, a terrific new app called Whispp is going to help. This app uses AI to take what you say and transfer it into an AI voice of your choosing. This can make it very easy for people who have a difficulty communicating with someone over the phone, make it so much easier for them. And that's really great because anything that makes the world easier for people to live is always good. The Xiaomi 14 Ultra is now the ultimate flagship from the company, and it's more like a camera with a smartphone attached than a smartphone with a camera attached to it. The camera module on the back of this phone is enormous, and it packs a ton of cool features, including a variable aperture, which is something that you don't see very often in smartphones, but could be the next big thing. If your interest is photography with your smartphone, you can't go wrong with this, but just be ready to pay a lot of money for it. Every time we come to a show like this, we come across a product that is wild and weird but seems totally impractical, and that is the Lenovo transparent laptop. This thing looks really cool, but as soon as you look at it, you're like, why would I want this? But that doesn't make it any less cool, and it certainly doesn't make it any less innovative. It is an incredible device to use, but at the same time, it is just a concept. We don't know when it's coming out or if it's coming out, but at the show, it was one of those things that really blew us away. The ZTE Pad 3D 2 is, as the name suggests, a tablet that creates 3D images. But what's notable here is that it will make anything 3D. You don't need to be watching content that was specifically designed for 3D. It'll just do whatever. You could be watching a YouTube video like this one and see it in 3D. That's pretty cool, and something that I think a lot of people might not want, but when you use it, you might think to yourself, this might be really cool. There are always lots of concept devices here at Mobile World Congress, and we have another one from Oppo known as the Air Glass 3. These are assisted reality glasses, aka smart glasses, but the notable difference between these and other glasses we've seen is that the display is actually in the glass. They're not projections and they're not cameras that are throwing images in front of you. There actually is a display in the glass itself. This could be the future of what smart glasses become as we move forward. The Magic 6 Pro had launched earlier this year in China, but it made its global debut here at Mobile World Congress. It is an exceptional smartphone with a ton of great specs, but the most notable thing about it is its 100x zoom with a 180 megapixel periscope sensor. This is something that we've never seen before on any phone, and it looks incredible. If your primary interest in smartphone cameras is making sure you can get great footage of faraway subjects, this should be a phone that you check out. The OnePlus Watch 2 was one of the devices that we were so happy to see at Mobile World Congress, mostly because the original OnePlus Watch was not great at all. OnePlus finally has a chance to redeem itself with this Wear OS powered watch that has an amazing display, incredible battery life, and a good design, as long as you like your watches really big. The watch comes out later this year. Lots of companies are trying to make their ecosystems work together better, and Motorola is now jumping into the fray with the Motorola Smart Connect system. This is going to make it so Lenovo products and Motorola products, which would include laptops and smartphones and tablets, all work together, allowing you to move things from one device to the other seamlessly. Obviously, Apple fans will know that they can already do this with systems like Sidecar, but it's great to see other companies trying to do it in their own way. The Teno Camon 30 Premier is a brand new smartphone that has some decent specs and is probably going to have a very low price. But most notably, it has a new image signal processor inside that Teno is claiming is an industry first. It is going to make it so that you can take very, very dark footage and make it brighter, which is going to be really cool for people who are constantly finding themselves in low light situations with their photography. The phone comes out later this year. Qualcomm announced the Snapdragon X80 Modem at Mobile World Congress, and modems are not the sexiest thing to talk about in tech, but it's very important because that's how your smartphone connects to your data signal. So with the X80 modem, we're getting 6 antennas for the first time, which means better connectivity, and we're also getting a built-in chip for satellite connectivity. That means that your future smartphone won't need an additional chip for satellite connectivity. It'll be built in right to the modem. This is probably going to be the modem that's attached to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 coming next year. And it's also probably going to be in the next iPhone. So stay tuned for that. The Honor MagicBook 16 Pro, as the name suggests, is a 16-inch Windows laptop. Notably, it has an awesome white chassis that makes it look super classy and sets it apart from the sea of black and gray laptops out there. It comes with all the latest hardware, including some 40 series GPUs from NVIDIA and the latest Intel processor as well. This is going to be an amazing machine, but it's also going to be very expensive. But if you want the highest end Windows laptop that you can get right now, this should be on your list. The Nubia Flip 5G is a clamshell foldable that is not that notable, but what is notable about it is that it is now one of the cheapest ways to get a foldable phone on the market. And that might not seem too cool, but at the same time, it means that other companies that make foldable phones, including the big ones like Samsung and Google and OnePlus, are going to have to make their phones cheaper to better compete against them. So the Nubia Flip 5G might not be the greatest foldable ever, but it's something that's going to drive the market downward as far as price goes, and that's always good for everyone. The Honor Magic 6 Pro has eye tracking tech built into the front-facing camera system, and it allows you to control the phone using eye movements only. And we were able to try this out by controlling a car using only our eyes. It was really, really cool, and this could be something that could make your smartphone usage a lot easier. Think of being able to control your phone while it's standing on a stand on your kitchen table, for example, without having to touch it. It's a cool tech that's come a long way in the past 10 years, and we're excited to see what Honor can do with it. Our smartphones are amazing at keeping us connected to the world around us, but sometimes you don't want to be connected, and that's where the Punkt phone steps in. This is a simple phone that allows you to do certain things, but also disconnects you from all the stuff that could be distracting you from living your life. It's a really cool device, but something that's very unique in the sense that only certain types of people are going to want it. But if your interests are privacy and trying to keep yourself disconnected from technology sometimes, check out the Punkt phone. That's a wrap for the best things we saw at Mobile World Congress 2024. But of course, we want to know what your favorite thing was. Be sure to jump into the comments and let us know if it was on this list. And if there's something that you saw that you think that we should have included, be sure to let us know about that as well. Until then, I will see you in the next video.